All right. Let's get into the code here. Anyways, last time we got off, we got a window started, so that's pretty cool. Um, we separate the implementation out for if we want to have different APIs. So like I know Windows has a Win32 API, and we just want a general abstract window. So that's why we have the window implementation for GLFW, since that's pretty much cross-platform. Um, Today we are focusing on graphics content or graphic graphics context. So this is gonna be something because it's a weird abstraction between OpenGL, Vulcan, DirectX, Metal. I plan on supporting all of these. I just need to understand what's going on with all of them. I'm pretty. Uh, I have a good idea on what uh, Vulcan and OpenGL does. I never touch DirectX at all. Um, and yeah, let's get right into making code here. I'm going to create a new HTTP called graphics context. And basically, what the graphic. Yeah, I'm streaming. Welcome, Sharky. uh, but yeah, we're gonna create this graphics content and include. And then include our PCH. Um, since this is our master class, we need just to abstract the main stuff. So main space. And then we're just gonna say graphics content. Text. Um so anyways, we have this graphics context class. What we need to do, well, it's gonna be like a window. We're gonna create an implementation file for each of our graphic contexts. But we need to say, hey, these are the functions that we know for sure is going to be in all graphics contexts. So, protected, public, private. Oh, right. So, virtual void swap buffers. I know for sure we're going to need swap buffers because what swap buffer is going to do is take our image once we finish rendering and just basically swap it. As in, like, we have this old image, we don't need it anymore, we redraw and present it. I know we're gonna need a init. Um, and that's pretty much it, I think. Give me 1 sec. Yes, welcome back, Sharky, to the stream. Alright, so it's kind of hard to read this, but window H. Patient. Vulcan context. Alright. So under the render context here. Thank you. For give me one quick second. Yep, game engine code. That's what I'm doing. It's always fun trying to find something that would work, but here we go. Render.h. Source render.h. Here we go. Let's see. Render path, shader library, render. Duplicate tab. Source. And I need platform. Okay. And then I'm just need the context. How to. Yeah, I am kind of confused because I think this is, yeah, this is definitely the correct one. Unless, render.h. Yeah, I'm kind of confused on why this not is not. Oh, it's in a different file. Okay. There we go. That was weird. Anyways, the graphics context. So we need to initialize. We need to have a function to begin the frame, swap buffers, and handle our resizing. Um, and do a destructor here. So we need to initialize, swap the buffers, and then resize. There is a function for changing the frame. If I go back to where I was, and then under platform, Vulcan context. So we want to have a. I'm looking over at our Hazel or the Hazel repository as some inspiration on how do we abstract this. Um, let's see here. Vulcan context at CPP. So that's the creation for everything. But I want the begin frame, and it's all up to the swap chain. That's good. So the swap chain you initialize the surface. Yeah. We just want the begin frame, man. Okay, so the begin frame just acquires the next image. Not that bad. But what about OpenGL? What does it do for begin frame? Context at H. Okay, so there's nothing for a begin frame. I am making a game engine, so basically what I have now, if I bring up a terminal and pop the and right now all I have is a window, and that's pretty much it. So what I'm trying to do is abstracting out the OpenGL and Vulcan graphics APIs, basically. It's weird, but trust me, it's it's a little higher level thinking. I'm tired. It's as you can see, it's 12 o'clock. So yeah. Uh, so I guess we can do a begin frame. I think I'm gonna rename that to like um more or less like present. It'll acquire the next image, So maybe begin frame is adequate for this. But under my implementation, I'm gonna actually create a new folder. New folder, call it graphics. And new folder, OpenGL. So context.http. Pragma once include pch@http. And then we also want to include our core graphics context.http. We're gonna put this under the namespace of game engine. And then class OpenGL context. And what this OpenGL context is going to do is to implement all of these. Well, at least these, actually. The begin frame, we can just set as default. Swap buffers is quite simple. Initialize is quite simple. So if I now go down here, implementation, we're gonna create a new folder called graphics. New folder, OpenGL, and then OpenGL context.http. For implementation, graphics, OpenGL. Yes. So, once I finish implementing a OpenGL context, the window would have it'll use OpenGL for that window to draw whatever. OpenGL. I don't need the virtuals. Don't need overrides. I don't even need begin frame. So back to not chat, but back to creating this OpenGL context for whoever's wondering. GLFW pretty much GLFW or pretty much already have something for it to be abstracted out. So I can do just GLFW, GLFW3, and then GLFW swap buffers, basically. So I'll do that. When we initialize, we need to GLW make context current. And then swap the buffers. And I just pasted nothing. Now, currently, we don't know what the window is. We do not have a window handle. So, what I need to go back now is to, under window.hpp, we need to have some way to access this window handle. So, what's the best way we can do this? What I'm thinking we're gonna do is keep a void pointer window handle, and then just take in a window handle. So basically this now can take in a window handle and just initialize just fine. We should define it in our HPP class here. And there we go. Now with this void pointer window handle, we need to actually cast this into our current GLFW window. So right now this is not really recommended, but we know we're using GLFW only because we don't have any other APIs. So static cast GLFW window pointer window. Same with that for the swap buffers. And I think that's pretty much it for the OpenGL graphics context. So back in the window, especially OpenGL window graphics or Windows GLFW. We need to edit the update and init so it can take in my OpenGL context. So in the source implementation window GLFW, build to create windows, start the graphics context. Here we go. So from our property dot graphics API, we want to switch on this. This is just a fancy if statement, but case graphics API OpenGL default logger in error invalid graphics unsupported graphics API. And then break. So in the OpenGL graphics context, we actually might need the graphics context up here. Yes. So implement the graphics context here. Graphics context. And I'm actually have this as a pointer because I have more control over when this is created or ends, pretty much. But that, with that said, we need to delete the context when we're done with it. Delete context. Anyways, once we start up the application, we can create a new open GE implementation graphics OpenGL. It's gonna be graphics context. Context. And then we're gonna pass in the window handle, so window. And then this context in it. And then once we pull, that's pretty much all the initialization. It should work just fine there. 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 We swap the buffers before we update or do pulling. So this context update. That's pretty much it there, I think. Let me double check here. Oh yeah, so I'm also gonna do a little bit of Vulcan stuff. So before we create the window, if property that graphics API equals to uh, graphics API PE Vulcan, we want to say, hey, we do not want we do not want uh, to be any APIs, and that's just for Vulcan, so it should be all good there. Render context create. Oh, it's a static. Okay. Um, let's see. Actually, that's not a bad idea to create a function to create. Yeah, let's try that. Actually. Hold up. Eh, it's good enough, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's good enough for now. I bet there's gonna be errors, because why not have errors while you generate code? Um, that's fun. OpenGL context. So core info, graphics, OpenGL, OpenGL context. Window handle instead of window. And then graphics context. Does not have any field name, graphics context. Huh? Huh? What's going on here? Okay. I just misspelled something. And this context here. Oh, right. We create a open. We include the header files for this OpenGL context. And that should work. Kinda. And it's private. building. So far, it's going good. All right, we got a graphic time type working. Let's see if it still works. Segmentation fault. Yay, we got our first segmentation fault. So let's see here. So context dash init. So we're not initializing correctly. This is because one second. Because we're using the Vulcan API. Yes, I am smart. Big brain. That's what I figured. I could see in the future, but I couldn't just save myself though. So let's fix that here. Test application. So instead of Vulcan, we use OpenGL. We force quit it here, kill it. And just run it. Here we go, we're using OpenGL. Pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, PogJ up. I can actually, now that I have something using OpenGL, I can do like GL begin and GL end. I think, if that's a thing. Yes. GL begin. We want a triangle. So this is kind of not the preferred way. This is the legacy API, but clear GL color buffer bit. When we do a GL begin here, we need to do GL, I don't know, triangles. And then GL position. This is like legacy. This is before my time, the modern OpenGL stuff. But let's see if I can triangle. Here we go. So yeah, GL begin triangles, GL color 3F for 3 floats, and I kind of like doing this. And then we can say one side is red, and then GL vertex 3F. The top of this triangle is red. And then G and it's in counterclockwise, so M or B? Alright, so we do not have any references to GL. It's because I think I need to include GL, and H. Fine. Push the GL.H. Still don't know what GL began in. Undefined reference GL begin. Good. Oh wait, I know. Probably know why. Main, no, premade 5 links GL. Premake 5, premake. There we go. We have a very sloppy triangle, but we got something. Let's actually try to fix this triangle. That was terrible. That was a very terrible triangle. So our first vertex is 0.0. This actually should be 0.5. And this should be negative 0.5. Yes. No! What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I actually just saw it. I need to put the vertex up on the y-axis by 1. And then the rest should be 0, except for... This is why this is legacy. It's hard to read, okay? Instead of 0.5f, we're doing... Here we go. Let's try that. There we go, we have a triangle now. I'm not an idiot, okay? I'm not, I swear. But anyways, we can fix this even more. We can just use 1. And then it'll check up the whole entire screen. I say that and it doesn't take that whole entire screen. Or not render anything. Nice. Oh. Slight bug. Slight bug, everyone. You didn't saw that. First try. First try, part 2. Yes. That's a very squished triangle. But we can say we want the bottom. Be at the absolute bottom. One thing about OpenGL, the legacy is pretty easy to understand. But once we go into Vulcan, it's going to be a lot harder. But anyways, we have this window with a triangle that does not resize properly. But we have a triangle that's doing RGB, and it's interpolating from those 3 colors. So yeah, I like that emote. Let's see here. We can do some cleaning up, but I'm gonna do that a little bit off screen maybe. I do want to implement a Vulcan context before we leave here, just to like say, hey, we have multiple, we can use Vulcan or OpenGL. So let's do that. So we have this Vulcan context. I'm just Control-C, Control-V, and then just plagiarize here. This is literally called plagiarism. Don't sue me. This is not. It's not plagiarism, okay, guys? Um. Uh, Anyways, we now need to make a source file, so new folder, Vulcan, new file, Vulcan context, that's CPP. I just did an oopsie. Those two are supposed not to be the same. It's gonna be different. Slightly. Slightly. Try explaining that to your professor. It's only a difference of slightly. It's a slight difference. But anyways, we're gonna now say Vulcan. Copy that. And then Vulcan. Vulcan context. Vulcan context. Vulcan context. And delete those 2 functions. Now to initialize Vulcan, I'm not gonna do a lot to initialize Vulcan, but what I'm gonna do is to like, I need to copy one function, begin frame. But yeah, I'm gonna end up copying nothing actually. I'm gonna just say in the log here, and then log get logger info using Vulcan. And that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna do anything else here. I should do the same for the OpenGL context. using OpenGL. But yeah, that's pretty much the only difference I got here. With that said, I need to go to the window and say, hey, I do have a Vulcan context. And then this context equals new GE graphics context. Now look at this namespace here. Whoever decided to do all of that is an insane psychopath. I tell you, no class should have like 1, 2, 3, 4 namespaces. Literal psychopath. But anyways. That's an old triangle. We don't want that. We need to rebuild. I don't know why. It's definitely not my code. Definitely not my code. But anyways, once we run it, we're using OpenGL. And now if I do um yep, smart cookies from me. It's like my code is intentionally to thwart off all whoever wants a copy off of me. Definitely not stealing code from other people. Yeah. It's just re-implementing it. But anyways, we can now do GE graphics Vulcan. Disable all of this. And we're using Vulcan. There we go. We got an OpenGL and Vulcan context ready for use. Now all we need to do is actually implement Vulcan and then abstract all the rendering code. So have a common set of functions for rendering. But besides that, that's pretty much it for doing graphics context or the context. Anyways, let's commit it. Get status. We get diff here. Looking at this, I need to implement Vulcan, so I need to link Vulcan into my project. Yeah. get status, get diff. So what I can do is go back and do a small review here on what I just did. So last time we left off, we just completed this window. Now, in this version, we added a graphic content. This Windows now holds a graphic content that could be either Vulcan, OpenGL, or DirectX 12, or whatever, or Metal. We can implement those later, but right now we have Vulcan and OpenGL. Oh no, not my mic. That's a bad F for me. Sharky, you were throughout the stream and never told me my mic's fucked? Wow. But anyways, we now have a Vulcan and OpenGL context, or something that this Windows can hold and implement. To do this, we have this general... Anyways, we have this graphic context, and this basically just lays out, hey, these functions exist for all graphics contexts. So this... Oh. That's a shame. Don't worry about the streaming CSGO on Twitch. We could do that later. But anyways, we have this graphics context. We implement the two different graphics APIs that we're going to be using so far. It's OpenGL and Vulcan. And we just basically say, hey, the parent, this is the parent, these are the children. The children implements all of these functions that the parent has, and which the window uses. So yeah. And yeah, the CSGO game title, we can say this is clickbait, okay? Total clickbait. People be like, we're playing CS. No. This is Computer Science Go. This is not CSGO. It's Computer Science Go, okay? But anyways, we have the OpenGL. We implemented the OpenGL and Vulcan, and then once we start an application, which is down here, when we start an application, we can choose whether we can Go, Computer Science Go. You know, as in Pokemon Go or like Counter-Strike Go. Global Offensive, I don't know. Globally Offended. But anyways, we can like change the different graphics context during runtime, so kind of computer science graphics orientated, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, but I'm gonna switch this over to OpenGL since we can actually see a triangle. So OpenGL. But yeah, there we go. We got a triangle running. Making Graphics. Graphics context. Yes. All right. It's literally 12 o'clock for me. So yeah, I'm kind of tired. No, I'm kidding. I'm bad at spelling. So we can just do git commit mend. $7.52 for you. Yeah, for sure. Get status. Oh no, we got a rejection. Back my love. No. Only 10:52. Oh yeah, Sharky is like in like the East Coast. No, West Coast. West Coast. Get good. Yeah, let's pull origin master. See what I changed here. I just only changed to get CI, so that's not much. Get status, get push origin. Now, if I go to my website here, get that root3287.site, we can watch this game engine build. It's gonna take a while to build, to be honest. Once we have a lot more files, it's gonna take a long time to build. This is where what's that site URL? Oh, it's there we go. So far the core has been built. We're now waiting for the sandbox, and this is the time you get to the site that deleted 2/3 of it. I deleted 2/3 of its content. That's like my stuff. Literally will go in and delete all of my content here if I don't feel like it's adequate enough. Or you're talking about Twitch and stuff and YouTube. But anyways, this game engine now has like pipeline passed and the code uploaded. Shush. Uh, yeah, breaking down, you know, my status like all the time. I think my status on Discord is like that. No, it's not. What am I doing to myself? Or did they remove the status? Ah, yes. I don't know why my status clear. Don't clear, save. There we go. Updated my status again on Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hang up and chat for a little bit. Maybe play some games. But yeah. Browser. Alright, chat. I think chat has been added here, but I'm not sure. Actually, this is the perfect time to plug in my Discord channel. If you want to hang out or anything, view the code that I've been committing or whatever, join my server. It's let me get the link here. It's right here in chat. Join it. See all the code that I've been committing. Ask for help if you're programming. And yes, I have a Discord. I had it like for like forever now. It's pretty much dead. I'm trying to revive it here. Hey, welcome, Sharky, to the server. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, got people here. They have a party now. Baba Booey. Babushka. I wonder if chat still works, actually. Even though it's on this blank screen. I am pretty sure that this. Yep. It does. Yes. Okay. It's just that I'm not okay, watching it. Has it always been on that side? Alright. No, I'm not literate. I'm illiterate. Very illiterate. Like, yes, that's part of it. I'm also a programmer, so that's doubly stunted. Plus, I don't read. It's like reading all of this. Yeah, it's all boring stuff. I just skim like very fast. I see OpenGL, um, ebook tutorial, and just quickly go through trying to understand what's going on at all. You scam? No, I don't remember scamming anyone. What do you mean? Exposed? No, I'm gonna get canceled. No, I'm gonna do a DMCA takedown. Rip. Rip Nightbot. I actually should change that to like 80% or something. You. Anyways, I'm gonna be in voice channel. Let's see. I don't know which voice channel. I'm gonna be in the general voice channel if you want to join me. I think it should be available for everyone. Let's see. Connect. Oh wait, that's the Patreon. Nope, not the Patreon channel. I should have like a just general voice channel. I don't. Miscellaneous and just create a voice channel. Voice channel, random. There we go. I'll be on the miscellaneous random channel. And yeah, y'all have a good night if you're watching.